Is it focusing? It looks kind of like it is. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, fanned out wide, didn't get past the middle, no ridge, my bad. I'm pretending like I'm hungry and I need to cut up some food. So I'm hurrying just to get a sharp edge and tie on a stick and make food. Okay? Are we good with that? It's kind of the opposite of, you know, what a lot of people do nowadays. This isn't going in a display case. This is going on the trash pile after it cuts up a bunch of food, is the theory. So we're all about edges and haftability. And a slight degree of strength, but not a huge amount. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do now is pick that edge off and straighten it, abrade a little bit, and take one set back this other way, and then try and notch it and make it haftable. Oh, one thing you can try and do, you know, I've got my notch pad too. You can take and put a piece of leather over your notch pad. Actually, I'll go this way, I guess. I can do that. You can put a piece of leather over your notch pad, and kind of the best of both worlds, where you've got a little bit of support of the flake, but not much. Now, this may not be pretty. It may not be pretty, but I guarantee it's sharp. When you work off a thin unabraded edge and just take a straight set of flakes without leaving any deltas, it's real sharp. I mean, it's feathery little edges, so it doesn't have any strength, but if you're just trying to do a draw cut where it's straight line, where there's no sideways force on the edge, and it's sharp. Of course, you can come back in and retouch it and do a slight retouch the other side and make it a lot stronger. Or not. E sharp. So now, though, I'm cheating. Shear this a little bit. Back this direction. I'm shearing inward a tiny bit, so it's not a straight down shear. So it's still pretty darn sharp. Pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. But I'll go ahead and braid a little bit. Not over braid, not a huge amount. And I could have scrunched that with the other rock too, but oh well. And I think I'm going to go back to my hand flaker. And you say, why? Because I can grab it and I can get a better if you can get a straight wedge on it and push in quickly straight into, you can get some pretty good runs. Okay, so let me show you this. Look at that run of that flake off an unabraded edge. Well, it was slightly abraded. But you can get some runs that way, because I'm not even that good at it, because I don't do it all the time. But anyway, the point is, ruffles have ridges, but good points have edges. So, you know, now that I think about that, if you want to quote me on that, you can just take credit for the saying. You don't need to tell people Freeze Crack said ruffles have ridges, but good points have sharp edges. You can just say ruffles have ridges and good points have sharp edges. I just thought of that. And I'll never tell people it wasn't you. All right? All right. Dadgummit. It's hard to teach how to get the edges right because there's quite a bit to it. Everything works together. But as you can see, now I'm not saying I'm a strong guy, but I'm having to freaking push to push that flake. Because, yeah, I know I'm on a thin edge, but if I get it set up right and grab it straight on, I'm still pushing through an inch of rock. And when you don't cheat it, and you get that edge set up, and you pushing straight in, when you're pushing straight in on a, it's not focusing, is it? I don't understand this stupid camera. Oh well. It either worked or didn't. If you never see this video because it's too funkated and I can't post it, just be advised you missed something good. This is one freaking sharp little point. Oh my goodness, that's a dangerous little point. Okay. So, should I corner notch it or try and do some kind of... No, I'm gonna do a set of flake, turn that base. Now, there's a lot of folks that'd think this sucker is just gee whiz and go to notching it. And I will tell you that it is still somewhat thick in the middle, and it ramps up kind of quickly. So it's one of them kind of situations that if you're going to try and notch very far into this, you better be okay at pushing your flakes ahead of you a little bit and thinning as you go, because otherwise you're going to get in the thickness kind of quick and be wondering, maybe should you have made a stemmed point? Which maybe I should. Maybe you should. Maybe we should. And again, maybe I don't care. I'm just gonna get after it. Just notch this sucker. And you're like, well, what kind of notch are you gonna do? Bad ones to match the point? I'll be back.